Welcome back to the Bell MTS Iceplex for our continuing coverage of Junior Women's Hockey League action here just outside Winnipeg in Headingley, Manitoba this week. And I'm Nolan Cole, joined again by Theo Tutkalak. And Theo, we've got a good matchup here this afternoon between the Ridley College Tigers and the Thunder Bay Queens.
The Ridley Tigers are a very strong team, especially showing in the JWHL standings. They have a lot of quick players, a couple sets of twins, and a good focus on puck driving from the defense to the forwards. You'll see a solid 5-player unit moving up the ice. For the Thunder Bay team, haven't done a lot of scouting on them, so I look forward to their speed and their exciting play to see if they can match that offensive play with offense. So a good offensive battle here, both sides. We know both teams can score.
Absolutely. Ridley brings a record of 3-0-1 into this game. They won 3-2 over Pacific last night here at the Iceplex, and they're going to try to build on that win. Just about set to get underway here.
Thunder Bay played Balmoral last night and lost 6-5, and they're looking forward to kind of bouncing back from that loss late last night.
And we're underway. The Tigers control off the opening face-off. It's played into the middle of the ice. Catherine Fulham, the captain, who had a great game yesterday, gets the first shot of the game. It missed wide. Fulham on it again. Centers out front. Weak shot towards the net was partially blocked. Here's another shot from the point there by Barrington. And that was also blocked as they'll battle for it in the corner now. Ridley wearing the black and orange, and the Thunder Bay Queens in the red and white uniforms. Thanks for joining us today on Amateur Sports TV. And Thunder Bay now will try to break out. That pass was too far ahead of the forward, Amanda Pages, and Ridley has it in their own zone. This is number 19, Catherine Culligan, on her backhand. She'll send it in and go off on a change. Louisa Welke now. This line, Theo, of the Welke twins, very dangerous offensively. They're out there now.
Good size, good speed, and good awareness to the front of the net. There it is.
And there it is. The Welke sisters strike again. I think that was Louisa who batted that rebound after Lily with took the opening shot, and it's 1-0 Ridley early.
And we talk about how that first shot on net is so imperative to get that rebound in front. Case in point right there, rebound sitting about 3 feet in front of the goal crease, easily popped on by the Tigers offense, and they're quick to strike here. 1-0 in this first minute of the hockey game.
The Welke sisters, born in Germany, and they're at the top of the score sheet on their team. For Lily Welke, that's her 4th goal of the season, and Louisa gets a point on that play as well. So an early goal here for the Tigers. It's sent back into Ridley territory. Racing back for it is Carmen Elliott. She'll try to play it up the left wing boards. That was stopped. And on it there for Thunder Bay is Cavallo. Sheridan Cavallo works it around to the far side. Sweet Apple in there for Ridley, trying to work that puck free. Elliott has it for Sweet Apple. Sweet Apple on the left side. Up ahead on the left wing for Louisa Welke. And this top line will make a change. So here's a giveaway inside the Ridley line right in. And a good scoring chance there for Brianna Pratt off that turnover. Shot it right into the logo, but a pretty good scoring chance nonetheless.
Yeah, a little bit of a giveaway. It's always interesting when a player is moving sideways or backwards, how the puck comes off the stick. And it doesn't have the true power through it as opposed to moving forward with the puck. And a great turnover there and almost a great goal. Just need a better location on the shot.
We should mention Haley McClelland is in net for the Tigers as she steers another shot away. It was Loringer who started last night for Ridley, played a pretty good game in the 3-2 win, but it will be Haley McClelland today for Ridley.
Yeah, Loringer had 2 big games last night, stopping I think like 67 or 69 shots over those 2 games. So a well-deserved rest for her. Although knowing her, she probably won't be back in the night.
Thunder Bay controlling in their own zone. It's played ahead for Brianna Pratt. Pratt will send it in. Out to play the puck is Loringer. And picking it up behind her own net is Amelia Giles. It's sent around to the near side again. Karina Willett on it, but a shot from the point. Delayed offside against Thunder Bay. They'll have to reset at the blue line, and that'll give Ridley a chance to break out, but that pass was no good. And Thunder Bay takes over again. Played to the right wing side for Grieve, number 10. Grieve got a second whack at it and will send it in deep as Thunder Bay makes a change here. We're approaching the 3-minute mark of the first period. 1-0 Ridley out in front. So they've got the Welke sisters, and then they got the Fulham line, Catherine Fulham. So two dangerous units on this Ridley College team.
Yeah, and not to mention, like, you see the size difference for the Tigers. A little bit bigger, a little bit more sturdy on the ice, whereas the Thunder Bay team looks a little bit thinner. More speed, more size. We'll see which battle wins here over the course of this game.
A couple university committed players on this Ridley College team. Fulham, we just mentioned, committed to Boston University, and Abby Grexton, another dangerous offensive player, committed to Syracuse University as well. Puck's kept inside the Ridley zone momentarily, now kicked out there. And resetting in her own zone is Cavallo. She played it up the middle. Brozak got a stick on it, and it's sent back down into the Thunder Bay zone, and that's going to go for icing. We'll have a stoppage here in the early going shots. 2-1 in favor of Thunder Bay. 1-0 Ridley the score.
So far, 3 minutes, 32 seconds gone. A lot of fast-paced back and forth action. A couple of scoring chances for each team, but like we said, it's those rebounds, those second chance opportunities that are going to prove the decisive points for each squad this afternoon. I said this morning, we were here early this morning, you and I, Nolan, and it was quite a good game at 8:15.
Yeah, absolutely it was. Action continuing all weekend long here on Amateur Sports TV. Later on today, it'll be Ottawa against Pacific. That's a 3 o'clock start. And a couple games tomorrow as well. Here's a shot that went high and wide off the stick of Hannah Armstrong of Thunder Bay. A couple scoring chances here for the Queens trying to get on the scoreboard here. They trail 1-0. And the Welke line out there again for Ridley. Lewissa number 13 and Lily number 23. It's played high off the glass but kept in. Elliott tried to go across, but the puck will make its way back outside the zone. Ridley has to reset. Here's Russell on the left wing. Russell trying to walk around the defenseman. Down below the goal line now. Russell still on it into the far corner. She's met there by Brozak, who will take over for Thunder Bay. Brozak will play it to the near side, up on the right wing. They get bottled up though, and here's a shot taken by Russell that was blocked. Another shot from the line. Elliott tees it up. That one missed wide. Some pressure here from the Tigers early on. Trying to build on this 1-goal lead. Trying to work that puck towards the net. And now it's taken away there by the Queens defenseman, sent up to the line but not out. Another shot taken by Sweetapple is steered away by the netminder. We should mention Josie Robinson in net for Thunder Bay here this afternoon. Sweetapple is on it for the Tigers in the attacking zone. Tried to play it into the middle for Fulham. That hit a skate. Another shot from the line. Went off another skate and went wide. Into the far corner now. Thunder Bay trying to break out. 3-on-2 if they hurry, as the Tigers just made a change. This is Cavallo taking a shot from a sharp angle. That was partially blocked and went wide. And Elliott will swing it around to the far side, looking there for Brooklyn Clark, number 77, and Clark able to get that puck out to center ice. Oh, here's a chance all alone, and it just rolled off the stick there of Grexton, but she did get a shot away, and the save was made by Robinson. To the right point. Kept in deep by Avery Penner. Talk about the Welke twins, Theo. Avery Penner, Emma Penner, another couple twins on this Tigers team.
Easy way to differentiate. One's a forward, one's a defenseman, so we'll keep those two in check.
Avery Penner, number 8, the defenseman, and Emma Penner's the forward. Number 6, another shot from the line. Rebound! Robinson made the first save, and then the rebound was just poked wide by Fulham. Coffey on her backhand will send it in deep for Thunder Bay. It's played up the left side. Long stretch pass here. That didn't work. It's going to go right in on Josie Robinson. And Robinson will hang on for a face-off as we approach the 7-minute mark of the first period.
Yeah, Robinson had to be careful on a couple of shots there. One right across the top of the circles. Puck came squirting loose. Sort of a partial breakaway, but nonetheless, crime averted. And the second one, just shortly thereafter, a rebound shot that went through her pads, but it missed the gaping net on the close side here. So it still remains a 1-0 game for the Tigers.
Both these teams will be in action again tomorrow. Here's a chance for Welke in front. She's taken down. No penalty there. She was unable to get a shot away. That was Lily Welke. Both these teams in action tomorrow. Thunder Bay will play Ottawa at 8 a.m., so an early morning for the Queens. Here's a 2-on-1 though for the Queens, and it was Kava Theo, who had the puck and plays called offside. Potential 2-on-1 goes for naught.
It was there. She was yelling for it. She just didn't know to put the brakes on ever so slightly. And she just put herself offside. We'll have a face-off just outside the Tiger zone here. Looked like one of the Welke sisters is on the bench, kind of with a little bit of an ailment. She was skating off the ice, holding one of her lower legs, I believe. So we'll see how quick she returns to ice.
Yeah, just from our vantage point, it looks like that's Lily Welke, number 23, so we'll keep an eye on that. Just to finish the thought on tomorrow's games, Ottawa against Thunder Bay at 8 a.m., and then Ridley will play at 10:15 a.m. against Balmoral. So both these teams will play tomorrow morning here at the Bell MTS Iceplex. 1-0, Ridley leads, approaching the midway point of the first period. Puck makes its way into the Ridley zone. Anna Barrington will skate it out. Barrington leading the rush, the defenseman, number 2. Trying to go wide, centers it out front, had a forward going to the net. That was Karina Willette. She couldn't get a stick on it, and back comes Thunder Bay the other way. It's number 10. Amanda Pages will just send that in deep. And breaking out of her own zone there is Mary Sweetapple. Matson sends it in back in deep, and they'll call that, I believe, offside as well, Theo, and we'll get another stoppage.
Yeah, just one player didn't have enough speed to leave the zone before re-entering, and the official felt that was just enough room to call that icing. And we'll get another stoppage to play. 12:08 in the first. Shots are fairly even, 4-3 in favor of Ridley. Scoring chances are fairly obvious in favor of the Tigers. They've had a lot more possession in the offensive zone, the defending zone of the Thunder Bay team.
Sorry to cut you off. More flow than we saw this morning too, right?
Absolutely,
more back and forth play. Another shot there taken. Save was made by Robinson. And I guess when you don't have penalties slowing the flow down, that's what you get. You get a better pace. We had a lot of penalties this morning.
A lot of stoppages to play this morning. I could have stopped at the drive-through several times in between because there were so many stoppages, let me tell you.
Fulham into the middle of the ice. A backhand shot taken there by Brooklyn Clark. That went wide. Puck comes dangerously out in front, but it's taken by the Thunder Bay captain. That's Madeline Brozak, who will get it out of danger, and Thunder Bay will make a change. That'll go for icing, and the face-off will come back down into the Queen zone.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you may be looking for fresh fuel and tires, especially when it's in your own end. Try to get a new set of 5 players out there so you have a better opportunity to escape the zone. We are seeing the defensemen from the Tigers pinch in a little more, looking for those advancements, those opportunities. Perhaps Thunder Bay might throw a couple of jumping, skipping passes past their way and get an odd man rush.
Ridley wins that offensive zone draw, and the Welke line is out there again for the Tigers. They lose it though, and Thunder Bay comes back the other way. Getting to center there was Caradine Cavallo, and then she got stopped at the blue line in her tracks. So again, a little out of sorts here for the Queens. Another offside. We'll get another stoppage. So just so we said, there was a lot of flow, not a lot of stoppages. We've had a couple here in the last minute or so.
We almost jinxed it.
Face-off will be in the neutral zone. It's one back. In the middle of the ice, deflected in deep there by Cavallo. And centered out front and just whacked wide there. That was Brianna Prett, who was all alone in front, and she just sent it up wide.
Yeah, she was waiting back door. A little hot of a pass. Just couldn't control it and got sent over top of the glass and out of play.
And face-off will come back out into the neutral zone.
Player list for Thunder Bay.
I don't think I do.
I don't think you do. People at home are watching. You have like last year's list or something. There's or Robinson.
Thank you. I printed that out as Thunder Bay.
We're getting some ad-lib instruction from some of the parents here in the stands, giving us an active roster. So we do apologize if we're calling the wrong names. We'll definitely correct that as the game goes on.
Got an updated roster here. We got that sorted out, so that's good. Midway through the first period, 1-0 Ridley out in front. It's sent in deep into the Ridley zone. Come back for Kendra Fortin. Fortin will send it in deep. And that'll be icing, I believe, against the Thunder Bay Queens. And the faceoff will come back down into the Thunder Bay zone. Faceoff will be to the right of Reese Keating, who's in net for the Queens. And that'll be another icing call here against Thunder Bay. The faceoff will come all the way back down. So it is Reese Keating in net for Thunder Bay. Faceoff will be to the left of her. 1-0 Ridley at the exact midway point of this first period. Catherine Fulham will take this draw. And it's one back. Fulham has a puck in her skates, trying to dig it free. It's sent way up in the air and high. Racing back for it is Mary Sweetapple. Sweetapple drops it back. Left side there, looking for Abby Grexton. That didn't work, and the Tigers will reset. Sweetapple looks for that stretch pass. She was looking for Brooklyn Clark. It was a little too far out in front of her, and we'll get another icing call. So the pace is really slowed here in the last few minutes. A lot of icing calls and offsides.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little more of that cat and mouse game between both squads. I'm going to take this ice, you're going to take that ice, I'm going to go here, you're going to go there. We're starting to see the game plan of each team conflict each other, as opposed to seeing some fluid motion from both teams trying to feel each other out.
Face off to the right of Haley McClelland, and the shot taken, rebound, they score! The captain batted that in. I'm trying to get a number, Theo, but the Queens have tied the game here at 1.
Yes, and that's exactly the case in point about having those rebounds controlled by the keeper or cleared away in time. And right then and there we see, I believe it's number 5.
That's going to be Brenna Nickel who gets the goal. She's committed to the University of Manitoba. So Nickel ties the game at 1.
Just that rebound was sitting again right in front of that crease, and first to that loose puck is Nickel, and we've got ourselves a tie hockey game here.
Absolutely, 1-1 the score. Shots 5 apiece. And
no penalties called.
That's right, and it's back in for Welke. Welke going wide. That's Lily Welke, number 23. She'll send it back to the point for Sweetapple. Sweetapple, a shot through traffic, went wide. Over to pick that up on the far side is Gabby Andriachi, number 9. And it's sent up ahead for Carmen Elliott. Elliott goes across for Sweetapple. Sweetapple to Welke. Welke had that puck tied up in her skates. Her sister there, Louisa, will come over and take over now. Louisa Welke going wide around 2 Thunder Bay players. Couldn't actually get around the second one, and now it's comes out into the slot area and taken away there by number 15, Darby Matson, and Matson will send it left side. Thunder Bay trying to get organized here in their own zone. Matson has it again. She'll go right side, and there's the goal scorer, Brennan Nickel. We'll send that in deep. In their own zone, Ridley trying to break out. It'll be sent back in, right in on McClelland, and she'll just leave that there for Avery Penner. Penner goes left side. 4 players battling for possession there in the near corner. It'll come loose to Avery Penner, and Penner will send it up the right side for Rachel Wing. Taking over though, the Queens will send it back in. It's Grieve, and Fortin missed that. Now giving chase there is LeBlanc for Thunder Bay. She'll chase that puck back into her own zone. LeBlanc, right side. Kendra Fortin up ahead. Thunder Bay a little bit bottled up in their own zone. Catherine Fulham takes over now. Fulham going wide, trying to elude the check of Fulton there. Here's a shot from the slot, and a pretty good scoring chance there. That was Brooklyn Clark who came in, and again, a pretty good save is made by Reese Keating.
Keating had to stop that puck and hold on to that rebound, because out of nowhere from the point came the Ridley Tiger defenseman and was able to put that shot right on net. Finding that seam, it was a good seam streak and a great pass out by Fulham.
Back underway here. We're past the midway point of the first. 1-1 the score between Thunder Bay and Ridley. Fulham battling there with Fortin behind the goal line. It'll come to the far side. It's sent up the wall and kept in by Culligan momentarily. Now the puck is worked its way back out to neutral zone territory. A couple nice moves there by Fulham. Catherine Fulham comes in, 1-on-2. Fulham's going to try to go wide. She'll drop it for Brexton. Brexton shooting, glove save is made, rebound. Fulham stopped again. 2 big saves there by Reese Keating for Thunder Bay. Nickel trying to work that out of the zone, and it's just held in by Clark at the left point. Good play there by Brooklyn Clark. Her shot was blocked, and the puck's back into neutral ice again. Thanks for joining us here today on Amateur Sports TV. Junior Women's Hockey League action all weekend long here at Bell MTS Iceplex. Thunder Bay now going to work in the offensive zone. Sent behind the goal by Welke. And they'll be played up by Culligan on the right wing boards and back out to center. Oh, stripped of the puck there nearly was Darby Matson. It could have been a 2-on-0. Bullet dodge there for the Queens.
Big bullet dodged. Massive. The fact that that puck did not get squirted out and a potential 2-on-0 could have been disastrous.
It's sent back in deep behind the net. Going back for it is Anna Barrington, number 2. Barrington will play it right side for Emma Penner. And it's chopped out. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Welke Twins if they hurry. This is Lily across to Lewissa. She wired that wide. A great scoring chance there for the Tigers, but just missed. Oh, that puck, I think, hit a player on the bench, or was it the linesman who got that in the head, Theo? That was a dangerous play in front of the Thunder Bay bench. Did it hit the plastic? Okay.
It hit a helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hit a player helmet or an official's helmet, but that thing went high in the air, and I think they're just going to call that icing. Talk about the chemistry. I mean, you grow up with 2 people.
Yeah.
You're born minutes apart, and you lay this feathered pass across the slot, and you see your sister wind up. I mean, that's got to be a thing of beauty sometimes. It's just unfortunate to not hit the net was one of the Welkies.
Absolutely. Good 2-on-1 opportunity for them. Unable to capitalize. The score remains 1-1 here to get into the later stages of this first period between Thunder Bay and Ridley. Back in come the Queens. This is number 5. That's Brenna Nickel, the goal scorer, back to the line. LeBlanc, a shot through traffic. That was Duckard who took that shot, excuse me. A pretty good save was made there by Haley McClellan. Yeah,
McClellan using that left pad to steer the rebound away, knowing that we already had some issues with some rebounds in front of the net. She took matters into her own hands there.
Here's Sweet Apple with a shot. That hit a stick and went wide. It's played up the glass, kept in. And now Nickel falls, but gets the puck to Cava on the right side. And quickly back comes Catherine Fulham for Ridley. Fulham goes wide with speed. Fulham from a bad angle. Pretty good rush there by Catherine Fulham, but again, Reese Keating equal to the task. Another save for her.
Yeah, Keating, I mean, Fulham was probably thinking of going top blockers a little bit higher up, but it caught the keeper right in the crest area, the big target bullseye, if you will, of the Thunder Bay Queen netminder.
Thunder Bay controls off that face-off. It's played up into the neutral zone. That's as far as they get. They'll have to reset in their own zone. This is Kendra Fortin up ahead, looking for Paddington. Paddington in, shoots, hit the crossbar, rebound. Oh, it's just tapped line. What a glorious, that's another chance in front. Cava couldn't cash. So Paddington hit the post, and then the rebound, it looked like an open net on the rebound, but somehow it stayed out.
It's just, the rebound was just shoveled left or right of the net, and did not make connection. McClellan clearly beat on the crossbar there. Thankful she's going to have to kiss that piece of bar next whistle.
Delayed offside here against against Ridley, rather. They'll make a change. Both teams making line changes now. Yeah, great chance for the Queens to go ahead, but the shot from Paddington went off kind of where the crossbar and post meet.
Right at that connection, You're right.
And it stays out. Lewissa Welke gives it away. Turnover inside the line, but the puck will come back out to center ice. And it's Emma Penner for Ridley. It's sent in deep there by Cava. Behind the Ridley net now. Catherine Culligan getting pressured. Up the left side for Lewissa Welke, into the middle for Lily Welke. Lily Welke trying to work her way around the defenseman there, Darby Matson. Welke still with it on her backhand. Has Paddington open at the point. She'll like to keep it. Now she will drop it off. Here's a shot from the line blocked. Culligan tried to work that towards the net, couldn't do it. It's sent down low again for Lewissa Welke. Getting that over to number 6, Emma Penner. Penner back to Welke, pass missed her, but on it is Abby Russell. Some good pressure here from the Tigers late in the period. Russell couldn't keep that in, and it'll be played back down into the Tiger zone. Might have an odd man rush if they hurry here. Thunder Bay makes a change. Sweet Apple with speed, walks in, tried a toe drag move, lost the puck. Brenna Nickel, the goal scorer for Thunder Bay, will take over. They'll turn that over in the neutral zone. Head back the other way again, led by Willette for Ridley. Willette tried a shot. That was blocked by Fortin. It's played around to the near side. Fortin has it back now. 2:10 to go in the first period. 1-1 the score. Puck goes high off the glass but stays in play right in front of us. And Willett, though, knocks down that clearing attempt. Willett is in, shoots, and a glove save is made by Reese Keating. Boy, she had some room on that glove side, Theo, but another good save by the Thunder Bay goalie.
That's one thing I've noticed from all these netminders. They have a great catching mitt. Whatever team we're watching, whether it be Balmoral, Thunder Bay, Pacific, the catching mitts of all these netminders is spectacular. And it's almost like they're able to give an extra inch or two on that side, knowing that they've been trusted and assured with that spot.
Fulham takes that draw for Ridley, and Queens will control it now. Avery Penner couldn't keep that puck in. Penner on it again, though, and she'll send it in deep this time. Fortin goes back for Thunder Bay. Fortin on her forehand, getting pressure there from behind by Grexton. And now this is the late offside against the Tigers. They'll have to reset. They'll give Thunder Bay a chance to break out. That pass was a little too far ahead, but it looks like one of the Queens forwards got a stick on it, so icing's waved off. And now back for Louisa Welke. Welke, right side, looking there for, I think that was Rachel Wing who couldn't quite reach that pass. It's kept in though for Avery Penner. Penner goes down low, looking for the return pass from Welke, and it went through her feet, I believe, as that give and go play just didn't quite materialize.
Yeah, Welke waited and saw Penner and made that pass across, just split through the legs. Wanted them to get stick to tape, and that would have been a great setup. I think next time, knowing that Keating thinks that pass is coming across, you might think that Wilkie might beat her on the short side, maybe sneaking over too soon perhaps. We'll see what happens.
So a lot of scoring chances here for both sides here in this first 20 minutes. We have a minute to go in this first period. 1-1 the score, Thunder Bay and Ridley. Shots 11-8. And here comes Thunder Bay again. This is number 10, Sarah Grieve, trying to get that in deep. She did. Welke, Lily Welke, number 23, going back for it there for Ridley. It's played out and kept in momentarily there by Duckert, and now it will be a 2-on-1 back the other way for the Welke twins again. Give and goal play, and it's stopped. What a save there by Keating as the Welke sisters threw it around again, and the save was made by Keating. Here's Lily Welke. Into the middle. The shot was taken there by Culligan. That was blocked. All kinds of pressure here late from this top line for Ridley. That's Lily Welke again, trying to spin away from a check. Down low, still on it. Gets it for Louisa Welke, trying to get it back for Lily. And Lily has a player open at the point, and it was Culligan, but she'll run out of time. They can't get another shot away. Good pressure there from the Tigers to end the period. But Theo, the score will remain 1-1 as we head into the first intermission.
Great introductory 20 minutes. 12-8 of the shots in favor of the guest team, the Ridley Tigers. Certainly they've had a lot more of the offensive pressure over the last 10 minutes of this game. And you got to say, I'm very surprised with the speed that Thunder Bay is showing as well. Not so much on the odd man rush, but on the mistakes when Ridley makes them, they're quick to jump on them and make a valiant effort on attacking that offensive zone.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with second period action here on Amateur Sports TV.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind, with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
Welcome back to Bell MTS Iceplex. You're watching Junior Women's Hockey League action here on Amateur Sports TV. 1-1 the score between Ridley and Thunder Bay as we're back underway in the second period. It's sent in deep. Barrington will go back for it. It's sent left side for Brooklyn Clark. It's sent towards the net, and that was kicked aside there by Haley McClellan. Into the middle of the ice, Coffey. Reese Coffey intercepts that, and she'll send that back. I'm drawing parallels between Paul Coffey. Paul Coffey wore 77, right?
Yep.
In my mind, that's Paul Coffey.
It's funny because I played with an Andrew Coffey that wore a 27. No relation, of course, but
Carmen Elliott will take it down low. She'll send it back to the point for Sweet Apple. Sweet Apple back to Elliott. Elliott will spin it down low, looking for Grexton, number 9. Grexton trying to dig it free. Catherine Fulham in there as well for Ridley. And Fulham will get the return pass. Fulham into the middle of the ice. A shot taken. Pad save. Rebound. Fulham. They score. It was Penner who took the shot, and Fulham followed up on the replay. On the rebound, got the puck as it came off the end boards and was able to put it in.
yeah, the rebound was quite a distance in the corner there. And on a sharp angle like that, able to squeak it by under the right pad of Keating. Very fortunate on that rebound. So far in the first minute, we've seen the Ridley Tigers really pressure the Thunder Bay Queens here. It might be a recipe of success for the Tigers, easily combated by more offense for the Thunder Bay team. But I think that this might be more looking forward to the Ridley mistakes in getting advancements that way.
So Catherine Fulham with her early second period goal here has the Tigers back out in front, 2-1. There's a giveaway inside their line as Thunder Bay comes right back. It's played back to the point for Fortin. That shot went wide. The Queens, though, still on it. LeBlanc at the point. LeBlanc goes cross ice, shot from the line, taken. Oh, the rebound is just batted wide there by Kaylee Swerhan, who looked like she had all kinds of room to put it in. Another shot from the line is blocked by Lily Welke, and back comes this top line for Ridley. Louisa Welke trying to work that in the middle, couldn't do it, and back the other way comes Sage McLeod for Thunder Bay. She's trying to work that into the middle, couldn't do it. Nickel follows up on the play. She'll send it down low, and it's played to the left side there for Louisa Welke, and that puck made its way into the bench on the far side. Yes, it did. It made its way into the Thunder Bay bench. We'll get a stoppage here early on in the second period.
Yeah, that one missed all the helmets this time.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it just hit the back of the wall. And good hands by the head coach there for Thunder Bay. We'll have to get him a Gold Glove award for that.
Face off to the left of Haley McClellan in the Ridley net, and the Tigers will control. They'll break out of their own zone here. It's Russell. Nifty little pass there for number 11, Willette, but then Willette overskated it, and the Tigers will be sent back as that'll be played right in on McClellan, and she'll leave that there for defenseman Catherine Culligan. Culligan on her backhand. She'll send it up to the red line. Coffey takes over for Thunder Bay, and it's sent back in on just the wrong side of center, though, by Darby Matson, and that'll be icing against the Queens.
Just a couple feet short of that mark, so we'll have to get that face-off all the way down into Thunder Bay territory. Another quick pace to this second period, just much like the beginning of the first, so hopefully that continues. We haven't had any penalties yet, and maybe we'll see that same kind of play here in the second.
Thunder Bay controls off that defensive zone face-off, right side, and now into the middle of the ice. This is Nickel giving chase for Thunder Bay. The Tigers will relieve the pressure there, and a stretch pass looking for Fulham. She was up at that blue line, didn't quite get to her. Back comes Brennan Nickel. Shot taken, went way up in the air, never made its way towards the net. It's down low again, sent towards the net, steered away there by McClelland, out of danger though. The Queens keep up the pressure on the forecheck as they get it down low again. It'll be Sweet Apple though for Ridley with a bit of time, though she's pressured again. Here's a giveaway. Trying to take that out front there was Alexis Paddington, couldn't do it. On it now is Avery Penner, that's Grexton who falls down. 3 players jostling. A bit of a body check there, Theo, and that's going to draw a penalty. As I'm trying to get a number here, but the the Thunder Bay player was knocked down, and it's going to be a power play coming up here for the Queens.
Yeah, it looks like it's Brexton, I think, going off for 2 minutes for a little bit of body contact. That thin line of where body contact and body positioning was tested there, and the official felt that it was just a little over this, a little too much there, a little too much worse for wear. So let's see our first power play here in the second period.
First penalty of the game. And we'll see what the Queens can do with the power play. They trail by 1. 2-1, Ridley leads. And the face-up's 1 back by Thunder Bay. They'll set up. LeBlanc on the left point. LeBlanc. Fortin, a shot through traffic. Oh, that just missed. I think it hit a stick in front, Theo, and just ricocheted a little too high and actually made its way out of play. So a pretty good scoring chance to open up the power play.
Yeah, it's showing that you've got the right amount of people in front to create that screen, taking away the goalie's eyes there. And thankfully it was deflected up and over the glass instead of inside the net, if you're a Ridley Tiger fan.
Faceoff stays deep in Ridley territory here, and again, it's 1 back by Thunder Bay, and they'll set things up again. This is Fortin across to LeBlanc. LeBlanc looking for a seam pass there over to Paddington. That didn't work, but Paddington's on the puck again. Paddington's shooting, now is blocked. Rebound shot also stopped there by McClellan, and maybe a bit of a quick whistle. Looked like that puck was still loose, but a bit of a break there for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was bobbling up in front of her pads there, and it looked like she was going to be able to grab it, but it got deflected before she was able to grab possession. And a quick whistle indeed.
Face-off 1 back again. They're 3 for 3 on this power play on face-offs. LeBlanc sends it towards the net, looking for the redirect from Paddington. That did not materialize. And then a good play by Lily Welke to force the puck outside the zone and relieve some pressure here. Penner sends it the length of the ice. Well, not quite. It's actually knocked down by LeBlanc, and she'll reset in her own zone. She'll go rink wide as the Queens break out again. And it's sent in deep. A bit of a collision from the Thunder Bay bench as 2 players go down along with the linesman over there.
You got a full 3-player swing there. It was a bit of a smear. Call that the smear along the boards.
Thunder Bay trying to get things organized in their own zone. They have about 45 seconds to go on the power play. Plays onside, or wave off icing rather, and Coffey holds it in the line as the Queens will try to get set up again. This is Coffey sending it towards the net. It makes its way behind the goal now, and with some time here is number 18, Abby Russell for Ridley. She'll chip it off the glass and all the way down.
Yeah, lots of room there. I don't know if the Queens team was really on the same page there, watching the Ridley Tigers just grab possession of it, waste some seconds, and get about another dozen off the board there while the puck is sent down the ice.
It's sent rink wide from McLeod, and up in the air. Swatting at it there was Alexis Paddington for Thunder Bay, and now the puck will make its way back down behind the Thunder Bay net. A 2-1 the score rather. Ridley leads, approaching the midway point of this game. They're on Amateur Sports TV. It's sent towards the net. Fulham was right in front alone. Couldn't get a stick on it. It was a saucer pass. It was up in the air. Out comes Paddington for Thunder Bay. She's taken off the puck, and she'll go back. Delayed offside. And the puck's bouncing. We're going to have a penalty coming up.
We're going to have a penalty. They're thinking it's a penalty. It's 6-on-5 here. The goalie moved out of the net. Got to get a whistle here. An icing would be best. You got to get that goalie back in the net.
Fulham will drop it for Welke.
This is an interesting play. I'm surprised they're not trying to get the goalie back in net.
Okay, so there was no delayed penalty.
But they still have, now they have too many men. They have 6 on the ice. They got to get one off the ice. Now they have 1 team less than.
All kinds of chaos here. After Nickel has a breakaway, and she scored. Brenna Nickel with a clean-cut breakaway from about the red line after all kinds of chaos ensued with some confusion about a delayed penalty. Ridley took the goalie out, and Thunder Bay scores the goal to tie the game.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. There was a delayed offside call. McClellan thought it was a delayed penalty.
And I saw the linesman put his arm up too, and I immediately thought penalty, but then wait a minute, that's the linesman with his arm up.
That's the linesman, not the head linesman, not the official. So,
well, at least they were able to get the goalie back in. I mean, it was a legitimate goal, a nice shot by Brenna Nickel, who has her 2nd goal of the game, the captain for Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
And we've got a 2-2 game, but my goodness, I don't know if I've ever seen something like that.
That's a bit of a, if you're I'm a little bit miffed on the whole thing as well.
And so we have a discussion happening here on the ice right now.
We're having a 150-foot long discussion here.
And you're right, they had 6 players on the ice for a good handful of seconds. I don't think they got penalized for it, but the goal was scored anyways by Thunder Bay as they're back underway.
And 2 Ridley players went off the ice, so then they were down 5-on-4.
Yeah, the chaos started when the goalie came out mistakenly, and then it kind of unraveled from there for Ridley. So we've got a 2-all game, and Thunder Bay's right back in. Oh, the puck just rolled wide. Queens looking for the go-ahead goal. LeBlanc shoots through traffic. That hit a body in front and just went wide, and we're going to
Now we have a delayed penalty.
Okay, we're going to have a stoppage here. It is going to be a penalty here, coming to the Ridley Tigers. And going off there is number 55, Amelia Giles. So Thunder Bay, momentum has really swung here in this second period, Theo, after the Queens tied the game, and now they're going to the power play again.
The last 30 seconds have been interesting, to say the least, Nolan. I don't know if I've ever seen so much confusion between zebras and arms going up, and coaches thinking there's penalties, and players coming on and coming off. It's like they're trying to catch subways in New York City in the middle of rush hour. On and off, on and off, on and off. Here we go. We got a power play now.
So Thunder Bay, after tying the game, will see what they can do with this power play to try to maybe take the lead. LeBlanc has it on the left point. She'll go rink wide for Fortin. Fortin through traffic, looking for the tip deflection in front for Paddington. That didn't work. They seem to like that redirect play in the slot if they can get it.
That high deflection has been a play that a lot of different leagues and a lot of professional leagues have done because it directs the play and directs the puck a lot sooner. So the goalie has to make a larger reaction to a further away deflection.
And McClellan forced to make another save there. And now the puck will finally make its way back outside into the neutral zone. Here's a possible 2-on-1 though. This is number 21, Swerhan, a shot. And that was kicked aside again by McClellan. So Swerhan, a nice little rush. She's actually committed to the University of Wisconsin, University of Superior, Wisconsin. Another good save by McClellan.
Absolutely, I know. Strong on the bottoms is key for both these goalies. Steering away those rebounds, imperative, especially during a power play, because you know you're going to have 2 or 3 opposing players pouncing on those loose pucks in front of the net.
Face off to the right of McClellan, and Ridley will win it back. It's Sweet Apple hard off the boards, but it's kept in by Fortin. She'll go down low for Cava. Back to the point for Fortin, a shot through traffic. Oh, deflection, and they score! The rebound came out to Brenna Nickel, and that's the hat trick, Theo. Nickel had all kinds of time and space. You and I could have put that one in easily ourselves, and it's 3-2 Thunder Bay.
That high tip causing the goaltender to make that adjusted first save and not able to really control that rebound. And is that a hat trick now for the captain?
Yeah, I believe it is. A captain for Nickel, yeah.
Nickel was able to grab that loose puck, bring it to her forehand, probably say a Lord's Prayer, and then have time to throw it in there that much time.
So Brenna Nickel is committed to the University of Manitoba, has 3 goals in this game. Not a natural hat trick, but a hat trick. And that her team has the lead now, 3-2 over Ridley.
Great poise as well. I mean, usually when you see an open net like that, you tend to overreact or think too quickly, but Nickel knew exactly where the puck had to be, where it had to go, and she put it in the right place.
Puck goes way up in the air as Ridley's hemmed in their own zone again. As Thunder Bay's taking control of this game here in the second period. Paddington trying to work it free, trying to stick around a maze of Ridley players. Finally got it knocked off her stick, and it's sent back down low. Carmen Elliott will send it over. Elliott up the boards. That's intercepted. It's played back to the line, and LeBlanc unable to hold it in. She'll have to go back and reset. LeBlanc goes for Coffey on the left side. Coffey looks for one of her forwards up there. It was intercepted by Sweet Apple, but then sent right back in deep by the Queens. Sweet Apple, number 44 for Ridley, sends it up, and now Catherine Fulham trying to get some momentum back for her team. The captain for the Tigers will send it in. Drop pass there, bit of a hook, no call, and it's just sent wide there by Abby Grexton. It's to the left side now for Giles. Giles towards the net. That went wide. Looking for the deflection again. Bit of a whack there. We've seen a bit of some chippy play here in this second period, Theo, as things have gone along.
They're getting to know each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more about sharing some jerseys, sharing some stories, sharing some words between each other. I think that was the first time I've seen the Ridley Tigers this weekend be on their heels in the last 4 minutes. something that this team doesn't normally do. They're usually more attack-minded, and they're ready to put the puck in the net. This Thunder Bay team really has them thinking twice.
Two even teams. It's been a competitive, good, tight game so far, as we're at the midway point now with Thunder Bay out ahead, 3-2. There's a shot from the line, ricocheted off of Mazabah. He's loose in front, and Emma Penner couldn't quite get to that. Otherwise, she would have had a good scoring chance in front. Thunder Bay will send it down, and not quite enough for icing as it stopped right on that goal line. Perfect draw weight there.
Draw weight.
Fortin, a shot from the line, kicked out, rebounds cleared out of danger there by Giles. Another shot from the line went wide. Some more pressure here from Thunder Bay.
I don't think McClellan saw that last shot from the point. Just missed the far close post here. Oh,
she saw that one, but she couldn't make the save. And I think it was Fortin who took the shot. McClellan got a piece of it with her blocker, but it goes in, and it's 4-2 Thunder Bay.
Yeah, that was a bit of a lengthy shot. You would hope your goaltender would have action on that, but just reacted a little bit late to it. And like you said, it got above the pad and below the blocker off the stick, finding the far post from the right point. And that makes it a 4-2 hockey game here. This is, again, like I said, a position that the Ridley College Tigers aren't usually in, being down 2, but it just shows how important it is to stick to the game plan, because the game plan in the first period certainly was working. And they are being outshot 21-15 thus far.
4-2, Thunder Bay with the lead now as we're into the back half of the second period. And we'll see what Ridley has in store here, as Thunder Bay has come out in the second period and taken over this game. Play in the Thunder Bay zone now. It's held in at the line by Barrington. Barrington will go left side. She'll send it in deep. Fortin in there for, there's a chance right in front. Oh, a great chance there is stopped by Reese Keating. Puck still in the crease area. Here's a chance for Culligan. She overskated that, couldn't get a shot away, and back comes Thunder Bay again. This is Schwerhun. Goes rink wide. Oh, she was looking there for Duckert. That pass was a little too far in front of Sibley Duckert, and puck will now make its way to the near side boards. It's rimmed around there by Barrington. Held in though. No, it wasn't. It hopped over the stick of Darby Matson, but it is sent right back in again by Thunder Bay.
Yeah, Coffey did a great job a couple seconds ago there, taking on 2 Tigers and keeping that puck in deep for that second opportunity.
Theo Barrington will send it up. Catherine Fulham, 1-on-2. Fulham shoots. Oh, a good blocker save made there by Reese Keating. There was some room on that blocker side. Thunder Bay trying to relieve the pressure here, up 2 goals in the second. And taking over now is Alexis Paddington, who I think has been one of the better players on the ice here for either team. One of the bigger players on this Thunder Bay team, one of the assistant captains as well.
Smooth skater.
Yeah.
Puck awareness and position awareness is key in her game. I mean, you watch how she plays the open ice, and she takes away that passing lane very quickly. We're going to get a delayed penalty here against the Thunder Bay Queens here. This time the goalie does leave the net properly, and we do have the right official with the right hand up. Definitely
a penalty there, as Carmen Elliott was taken down in the neutral zone, and finally Thunder Bay touches the puck. And a good chance here for the Ridley College Tigers to get back in the game.
You know, this might be a little bit of that opening the gate, the rickety-rackety, if you will. Just kind of creeping on it, trying to lean on it a little bit more, make it a little bit more open. But like I said, the last 10 minutes, Thunder Bay has played a great game. They've been more on the offensive side. They've made better passes. They've owned it in neutral zone of the ice. And they're really taking those mistakes and those ill-advised passes that the Tigers have made to their advantage. And they've been able to go up 4-2.
So we'll see what this power play has in store. Right off the draw, though. A good play by the Queens to get it all the way down the ice, as that was Gabby Andriaki who's out here on the penalty kill, and Andriaki was able to clear that down. And the Welke twins out on this power play. We'll see what they can do here. The first pass attempt was broken up, and they'll reset on the left side there with Avery Penner. Penner drops it off for Grexton. Grexton gets it back, and she'll go far side for Louisa Welke. Back to the line for Penner. Penner had that knocked off her stick, and a breakaway here for Nickel, looking for 4 goals. Brendan Nickel in, and she's stopped there by Haley McClellan, what a glorious shorthanded clear-cut breakaway for Nickel, her second breakaway of the game, and she couldn't cash on that one.
Nickel was aiming for that top blocker side where she's beaten McClellan a couple of times already. This time McClellan said, "Nah, I got it better than you."
Yeah, good save there by McClellan to keep this game within 2 goals. Boy, if that one goes in, that's a huge blow. So remember that one if the Tigers are able to mount a comeback in this game. Thornton will send it all the way down, and that'll kill some more time off this penalty that only has about 45 seconds left on it now.
Yeah, that save could prove key for us, right, Nolan? I mean, you score that goal, you go up 3. You're still in good scoring chance here. You make it a 1-goal game.
Elliott back to the line. This is Fulham playing the point on this power play. Now she'll go back down low. Fulham has the puck on her stick again, and she'll drop it off for Carmen Elliott. Elliott lines and fires, looking for that deflection in front. That's Abby Grexton with the net presence there. Couldn't get a stick on that shot. Grexton, though, gets it back. Wrist shot was blocked. It's going to be held in. Elliott tees it up again, and shot went wide. Nobody in front there. Missed the net, but some pretty good pressure here from the Tigers on the penalty, on the power play. Oh, return pass there. That was number 17 for the Tigers, who couldn't quite get that return pass. Otherwise, that was a tap-in. Excuse me, that was 77 Brooklyn Clark, who was looking for that return pass, and it just eluded her at the last second.
Yeah, you can't be upset at that extra pass. That was a great job, great scoring chance. Just not able to get the stick on it.
Fulham now back in on the attack. It's played up. This is Culligan trying to work that towards the net. That was blocked off, and Thunder Bay takes over here. Back to even strength. This was Greaves sending it in deep, but she was on her own side of center, and that will come back. That's icing against Thunder Bay.
4:38 left in this second period. Shots are 22-17 in favor of the AA Queens. Just an amazing chance for Nickel on that short-handed play. And then again, Keating had to be equal to the test on 2 shots on that power play to make sure that net remains a 4-2 lead for the Thunder Bay team. Just we're going to see how quickly this team can bounce back from having scored 3 goals against them in this period.
Thanks for joining us today on Amateur Sports TV. Junior Women's Hockey League action from the Bell MTS Iceplex just outside of Winnipeg. 4-2, Thunder Bay out in front after a big second period here, led by their captain, Brennan Nickel, who has a hat trick in this game, and she had a chance for 4. It was stopped moments ago on a shorthanded breakaway. Paddington ahead, another breakaway. This is McLeod now. Sage McLeod in alone shooting. She's hauled down after the play, but got a shot away, and the save was made by McCullough. Now back the other way they come. This is Henner right into the backhand, and the save was made. Excuse me, that was number 6, Emma Penner, who another breakaway. Had breakaway at both ends here, Theo, and 2 big saves.
End-to-end action. I absolutely love it. 1-on-0, 1 skater versus 1 goaltender on both sides, and great saves made by both netminders, trying to make sure that they can create an upper advantage here in the end of the minutes of the second.
Welke on the draw. That's Lily Welke taking that draw. Player Thunder Bay fell in there. Dangerous. That was Reese Coffey who blew a tire in behind the net. Looks okay. And Thunder Bay gets the puck back out to center. Louisa Welke gets it in deep. Oh, nifty pass there off the board. There's Penner shooting. She had that far blocker side circled in her mind and just missed the net along the ice. Now 3-on-2 back the other way for Thunder Bay. Nice move by Nickel. Brendan Nickel in front. Oh, looking there for Sibley Duckert. Duckert couldn't cash. Centering pass again, missed Duckert. Paddington holds the line. Paddington shoots, blocked again. Following up on the play was Andriachi. She'll send that down low and head off on a change herself. It's sent to the far side. Coffey gets it in deep. There's some pressure here from Thunder Bay as we're under 3 minutes to go in this second period. 4-2, the Queens out in front. This is number 15, Darby Matson with it. Left side ahead for Swerhan. Swerhan will redirect it in. Giving chase there, Carmen Elliott for Ridley. It comes loose. It's played behind her own net there by Brooklyn Clark. To the left side there, Grexton will play it around to the near side. That was out of the reach of Avery Penner. LeBlanc will send it in low again. As finally the Tigers get organized here. We'll see if they can break out clean. That headman pass went off a stick. Ridley is able to get the puck out of their own zone momentarily, and now it's for Penner on the right side. Penner will send it in deep. Going back for it there was Fortin. She didn't take a great route to the puck, and that'll allow the Tigers to regain possession here. It's sent into the far side there by Elliott, and Sweet Apple pinches up. She'll send it in deep to the far side. Digging for it there is Catherine Fulham for the Tigers. And Brennan Nickel has it now back for Thunder Bay. As mentioned, both these teams will play tomorrow morning as well. There's another penalty coming up here, Theo, as a Thunder Bay forward was taken down, trying to get a number there, but looks like Thunder Bay is going to go back to the power play here as Sweet Apple touches up.
Yeah, that was a bit of a case where the legs just stopped moving and the stick moved more. The stick gets involved there, and we get a tripping call here. 200 feet from your own net. One of those penalties you'd like to take back, but still right in front of the official, and he kind of had a no-brainer to call that one. So it looks like it'll be number 12 for the Ridley team. Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham, the captains, heads to the penalty box, and we'll see what Thunder Bay can do here with the late power play, trying to add to this 2-goal lead. Oh, could have been a turnover there, but Fortin recovers for the Queens.
One thing we haven't mentioned in the last parts of the second period, we don't get a shave or a face cleaning between 1 and 2. We only get one after 2 and 3. So this is where the puck needs to move a little bit faster, a little bit smarter, and you got to put a little extra on that pass should you got to get it through the snow. It's
played back to the point for Paddington. A minute left to go in this second period. Paddington has the puck back from her skate to her stick. Oh, nice pass down low for Nicholas. Poked off her stick. Paddington follows up. Still a loose puck in the slot area. Maze of players battling for it. It's played back to the point, but kept alive by Coffey. Coffey goes to the far side. That shot was taken by Madsen, was partially blocked. Still though, Thunder Bay keeps the pressure up on the forecheck. Shot from the point, redirected, and the save was made there again by Haley McClellan. It's down low again for Paddington. Over to the near side for Coffey. Coffey, a wrist shot, and a good glove save there by Haley McClellan. And pretty good positioning there from McClellan. Came out to cut down that angle, made a good glove save.
You know, Nolan, you beat me right to it. She came out and took that angle away and that potential rebound away from those two Thunder Bay players, one being the captain, Nickel, who already has 3 this afternoon. Just a smart goaltending positional play by McClellan with 52 seconds left here in the power play, 20 left in the period.
Coffey holds that in, has a teammate in front, and oh, the shot, that was a beautiful play. It was Cava, Olivia Cava, who was in front of that net, and they liked that redirect, and it was just tapped wide. It's sent around to the near side again, maybe one last chance here if they hurry. Coffey elects to pass, and Duckert's going to run out of time here. Pretty good power play though, Theo, for the Thunder Bay Queens. They don't score. They'll have 31 seconds to carry over into the third period, and they have a 2-goal lead here after 40 minutes.
And not to mention a fresh ice, so they'll be able to move the puck a little bit faster, a little bit smarter. They'll be crisper out there. So we'll see what type of game plan after the power play in the third for both teams commences. But if you're a Thunder Bay coach, you got to be saying, listen, we got 30 seconds here to make this a 3-goal game with the man advantage. That's got to be our objective coming out of here in the third.
So Thunder Bay leads Ridley 4-2 after 2 periods. We'll be back with third period action in a few minutes here on Amateur Sports TV.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter.
Welcome back to the Bell MTS Iceplex. Junior Women's Hockey League action here on Amateur Sports TV. I'm Nolan Cole, along with Theo Tutkaluk. Theo, we saw Thunder Bay take over that game a little bit in the second period, and they have a 4-2 lead to show for it as we head into the third.
Yeah, they definitely took over that game momentum-wise, skating-wise, and they caught for the first time the Ridley Tigers on their heels. They were spending more time in the penalty box, more time watching, and just unable to get back to their own game plan. So we got 31 seconds left on the power play. This will be pivotal to see which way this period will go. Will Thunder Bay get a goal to make it a 3-goal lead, or will Ridley come out of the attack here and get back on their attack zone after the penalty's over?
Back underway in the third. We want to thank our sponsors as well. Super 8 West is our game sponsor here this afternoon. There's a shot from a sharp angle there taken by Abby Grexton that just went wide. Early scoring chance for the Tigers trying to get back in this game. And Case Financial, our third period sponsor here this afternoon. And that will go for icing against Thunder Bay. The faceoff will come back down into the Queen zone.
Yeah, penalty's over, so we're back to 5-on-5 action. So 4-2. Ridley has to come out here in the next couple of minutes and really take control of this game back for their own sake.
Face off to the right of Reese Keating and net for Thunder Bay here this afternoon. Queens control off the face-off. Fortin will send it around left side, chipped ahead there, but it was number 8 Avery Penner who will send it back down deep into the Queen zone. Fortin eludes one check. She'll play up the left wing side, but unable to get the puck out, and then that was Emma Penner who took a spill there, Theo, and she's a little shaken getting up. She's going to head to the bench now.
Yeah, she's trying to get there. It's a little bit of a bump against the boards. Probably lost her wind there a bit, but she should return back momentarily.
Kava digging in there for it in her own zone, trying to work that puck free. It comes behind the goal again, and now back to Kava, number 8, on the right wing boards. Kava gets to the red line. She'll send it ahead for Nickel. Puck popped over her stick. And reversing it there is Avery Penner over to Amelia Giles, number 55. She'll chip it up the left wing boards. It'll come to Matson now near her own blue line. She'll play it across for her defense partner. And the Queens will play it ahead again. A bit of a trip there that goes undetected as Welke was taken down in her own zone. Puck will make its way behind the Ridley College Tigers net, and now an attempted breakout pass from Willette is intercepted, and that'll allow Thunder Bay to keep up the pressure on the forecheck here, try to add to this 2-goal lead. We're in the early stages of this third period. A few college committed players on this Thunder Bay Queens team, and we mentioned Nickel, who was at a monster game, Theo, 3 goals, a hat trick here this afternoon. University of Manitoba committed. Paddington is committed to Minnesota Mankato. Jade LeBlanc to the University of Superior, Wisconsin. We mentioned that one earlier. Kendra Fortin to Bemidji State, and Kaylee Swerhan to the University of Superior, Wisconsin. It's sent back in deep by number 19 there, Catherine Culligan for Ridley. Up the right wing side, Grieve into the middle of the ice. That's batted down, and picking it up is Abby Grexton on the right wing board. Grexton puts on the brakes, trying to find a trailer. This is Fulham, one move, trying to go around a maze of Thunder Bay players. Had the puck roll off her stick. Fulham, though, in it again. Good play to get it back to the line from Sweetapple. A wrist shot through traffic, never made it towards the net. Rebound's cleared away momentarily, but Sweetapple holds the line. Trying to go back for Fulham. Now a slap shot attempt there from Culligan went wide. As some pressure here from the Tigers, trying to cut into this 2-goal deficit. It's sent down low again. This is Grexton with it. Grexton. He'll put the brakes on, try to get it back to the point. She does. It's to Sweetapple now on the left point. Wrist shot just went wide. All kinds of pressure here from Ridley. Still, Fulham's on it again. A couple sticks came up near the Thunder Bay bench, and it's sent all the way down the ice by the Queens, just trying to relieve some pressure here as they're under siege there for the last couple minutes, Theo.
It's exactly what the Tigers have to do, is provide that extra bit of effort in the attack zone and try and get more shots toward Keating, who is one of the 4 or 5 players, I believe, who are first-year players with this Thunder Bay AA Queens program. Normally you'll see junior and senior levels, grade 11s, grades 12, but this Thunder Bay team, because of where it's able to grab and pull its players from, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20-year-olds on this roster. Pretty impressive.
There's Brenna Nickel looking for that 4th goal. And she tried to cut it inside at the last second and had the puck knock off her stick. Stretch pass easily intercepted there by Nickel again, and she wanted to go right back in on the attack, but one of her teammates was trapped just inside the line, offside against Thunder Bay.
Brenna Nickel's another great story with this Thunder Bay program. She's from the Nipaming area, It's just a little further away from Thunder Bay. And she's been billeted in Thunder Bay since her Pee-wee years, where to have that option, number one, to be part of the Thunder Bay community, and secondly, to have a family take care of her in so many years. Great to see for a young player. Now he's committed to University of Manitoba.
Absolutely, as Fortin now picks up that puck at her own blue line, trying to work it ahead. She was knocked off stride there by Welke, and will be played in deep again here by Thunder Bay, and out of her own zone now comes Mary Sweetapple. Sweetapple for Louisa Welke. The Welke sisters have had their chances, maybe not as noticeable as they were last night, but still always a threat whenever they're on the ice. They haven't maybe had as many chances as they're used to having in this game.
Well, they had about 2 or 3 great scoring opportunities, unable to make them work. I mean, the Welke sisters had a couple of give and goes and a couple of extra passes on top of the crease, just not able to find the back of the net behind Keating.
Sweetapple plays it off the boards, and just out falling there was Karina Willette, but she got it to her line mate there, Lauren Toner, number 27. Toner overskated it and then sends it down low behind the Thunder Bay net. It's poked ahead on the right side. Chipped up the wall, held in momentarily by Barrington, and Barrington now, good play by her to get that down low as the Tigers make a change here with the puck in the offensive zone. It's played out and delayed offside there. They'll allow play to continue. Back to the point for Barrington. Barrington in the middle of the ice for Clark. Clark trying to weave her way around a pair of Thunder Bay players there. It's Darby Matson now on it for Thunder Bay. She'll send it around to the near side. Matson follows up on the play and now does get it ahead to Brenna Nickel. Nickel trying to work her way around Fulham, couldn't do it. Nickel still on it there. Tigers defenseman falls, and centering pass, puck tied up in skates. The rebound just whacked wide. Good chance there for Thunder Bay to add to this lead. It's to the left point now. Coffey tees it up, fanned on it. Another shot. The netminder there, McClellan, reacted late to that deal, and the puck just missed the net. And now, is that going to be a high stick? Yes, it will. Face-off will come outside.
There was one of the linesmen there that called the high stick, so yeah, it'll be just a non-penalty variety for all of our fans out there watching. The American flag up there because we like to promote and take care of our patriotic ways here at Bell MTS Iceplex. The Canadian, the American, the national flags represented, because we have a lot of teams from all over North America that use the facility, and we'd like to thank everyone that comes into Winnipeg to enjoy this fine city of ours, even if you are one of our friends of Emily Kaplan or not. We appreciate you coming to visit Winnipeg and enjoy the fine amusements and attractions that's here, especially it's not just the JWHL, but 16 teams here in this facility using it all weekend.
Sarah Grieve works the puck into the offensive zone. Had it poked away from her. It's played up the left side by Giles, partially blocked, but the Tigers now do get it ahead over center. Welke now on it. Nice pass there for Giles. Giles down the left wing boards. Giles, a wrist shot from the top of the circle. That's easily gobbled up by Reese Keating, and Keating holds it for the face-off. 21st shot of the game for the Tigers there.
Yeah, Keating's doing a great job so far in the first 7 minutes, weathering the storm. The onslaught for the Tigers here, because they have to get a couple of goals here to get this game tied up. But Thunder Bay still not keeping any type of unpressure. They're pressuring hard as well, just as much. Almost getting another 5th goal there in front of the netminder for the Tigers in McCollum.
Kava sends that in deep for the Queens. Back on it first is Carmen Elliott. Elliott, I thought, has had a great weekend so far. A lot of minutes played. Solid defensive play from her. Got a really good shot, too, from the line, so good offensive instincts as well.
When you watch her, she's on the back post right now, covering that side, goal side. You never have to teach defense with her, I don't think. It's always just an instinctive position to where she's at. I know it's not as attractive as scoring goals, but playing defense is imperative to winning good hockey games.
That shot from the line from Fortin was blocked, and Fortin will reset in her own zone now. Into the middle of the ice. That pass just eluded the stick of Nickel, and the Tigers, led by Sweetapple, are able to send that in deep once again. Approaching the midway point of the third period. 4-2 the score in favor of Thunder Bay. Thanks for watching today on Amateur Sports TV. Super 8 West, our game sponsor, and Case Financial, our third period sponsor here this afternoon. As action will continue all weekend long. Ottawa versus Pacific at 3 p.m. will be the final game of the day. We'll have that one for you as well here on Amateur Sports TV. Ottawa will then have a quick turnaround. They'll play Thunder Bay. Delayed penalty coming up here, Theo, as it looks like Fulham was taken down in the corner, and Thunder Bay touches that puck up. And now a pretty good opportunity for the Tigers to try to cut into this 2-goal deficit. It
looks like the head official that's calling a roughing call, as you said, Fulham, was a bit a little less aggressive than the other defender there. And it'll be a 2-minute or less power play for the Tigers. This might be that opening yet again that they're looking for to get into this game and make it a 4-3 game, a little bit closer. 11:46 left in the third. There's no better time than now, Nolan.
Absolutely, and just to finish the thought on those games, Ottawa Thunder Bay 8 a.m. tomorrow, so an early start. We'll have that one as well. And then the final game of the weekend, Ridley versus the hosts Balmoral at 10:15. Probably expect a big crowd for that one to wrap up the weekend. As the Tigers go to work on the power play here. Pass was bobbled, and that'll allow the Queens to send it all the way down.
And just a note on that last game, Balmoral Ridley, that's 2 prep schools that have been operating in the CI, Canadian Independent Schools program, for over, I want to say, a century. There's so much history between those 2 schools and the camaraderie that they face. So should be a good tilt tomorrow morning.
Oh, a shot from close range right off the goal post. Giles rang it off the post, and then it came right back, and it was gloved down by Keating. Somehow stayed out of the net.
It bounced right off that post. I'm surprised she's not giving it any love right now, because I'd be kissing it myself. That's fantastic. Right off the post, and it bounces right to her in front of her. She doesn't have to look back. It's right into her glove. And she's able to hold on to that rebound.
So a great chance there for Ridley to cut into this 2-goal deficit, and then another high-rising shot by Giles. Oh, down and out was Keating. The puck was lying dangerously right beside the net, and another good play by Giles to keep the play alive with her glove. Fulham goes rink wide, saucer pass there. That didn't work, but again, Giles keeps it in deep, and now the puck finally will make its way by Giles, who made a few good plays on that shift. All kinds of pressure here from Ridley on this power play.
Yeah, they're creating some havoc, some different looks, some different scenes, trying to find the seam action. So they're not sitting in front of the slot, they're rather attacking the slot and then moving away.
Fulham up ahead, fights off the checking there of McLeod and got it back. The shot from the line went wide. Elliott on that left point takes the pass now. Has Grexton at the top. She'll elect to go down low though to Fulham on the left wing boards. Fulham near the ringette, lying into the middle of the ice looking for Grexton. She was tied up by the stick of McLeod, and now back for Sweetapple. Sweetapple to Grexton. Grexton into the middle. Elliott, a spin around backhand shot, puck's loose, and oh my goodness, what a save. It was rolling slowly towards the net, Theo, but reaching out with the glove was Reese Keating to keep that out.
If her arm was 18 inches long, it was 18 inches long enough to catch that and stop it from crossing that goal line, because it was a battle between how fast that puck was moving and how quickly she could cover it before it crosses that goal line.
Boy, the Tigers have done everything but score here on this power play.
It's unbelievable. From crossing pass to goal post to screen shots to Olay shots to you name it. Everything but the kitchen sink has been thrown at her this last 2 minutes.
If they go on to lose this game, they can point to this power play if they're unable to score as maybe a turning point. They're still in there though. Puck's bouncing around. On it there is Willette. And
a delayed penalty. Yeah.
We're going to get another penalty, you're right, coming up here against Thunder Bay. First one's over, so we're back to even strength momentarily. They do have the extra attacker though on for the goaltender, and they regain possession here. It was knocked off the stick of Emma Penner, and now finally it's touched up by Thunder Bay, and the Ridley Tigers are going right back to the power play.
Absolutely, one ends, the other one commences now. 2 minutes will be the call. It looks like it's going to be Kava who takes the 2-minute hooking call. I guess it'll give the Ridley Tigers a little more time to throw some more artillery at the young goaltender in Keating, who's been very impressive these last 40 minutes, keeping her team in it. I mean, very even in the shots at 27-22, but over the last 5 minutes, certainly an onslaught by the Tigers program. Yeah,
certainly the majority of the play in this third period in that Thunder Bay zone to our broadcast left here. And a expect that to continue for the next couple minutes, at least here, with the Tigers back on the power play as the shot's taken there by Brooklyn Clark. That was steered aside by Keating again. Into the middle of the ice, racing over there to get to that loose puck first. There's Abby Grexton. Grexton below the goal line looking for a passing option. She's poke checked there though by Fortin. Following up on the play though is Fulham. Catherine Fulham, the captain of this Tigers team. She'll drop it down low for Grexton. Loose puck, centering pass, tied up in sticks. Unable to get a shot away, and now a shot from the line by Giles was taken, and the puck was loose, but a bit of a quick whistle there by the official. Looked like the goalie Keating was going to cover it. It was cleared away, but again, more chances for the Tigers.
Tigers are still on the prowl big time. I think the official will use the excuse is, I lost sight of the puck, and hence he called that quick whistle yet again. We've seen that a couple of times from this Zebra crew, but nonetheless looking for the player's safety, making sure they make the right call. Good job so far.
1:18 to go on the power play. The Tigers keep it in the offensive zone off the face-off. Here's a chance from the slot off the glove. Good save there by Keating. That shot was taken by Emma Penner. And now back to the line for Sweet Apple. Return pass there for Louisa Welke. Welke's shooting. That was blocked. Welke gets it again. Kicked out by Keating. Good pad save. Loose puck again. Trying to send it towards the net. Penner couldn't do it, and now it finally make its way back outside the line. Sweet Apple has to reset. Sweet Apple, nifty move around two Thunder Bay players. Had it knocked off her stick, but Emma Penner follows up. Penner shooting, good pad save there again from Reese Keating. On it there for Ridley is Welke. Oh, right to the side of that, good chance. That one stayed out as well. Louisa Welke trying to send it back towards that, couldn't do it. And it's finally cleared the length of the ice by Thunder Bay.
You know, the side pass there for the Tigers almost clicked again. So many times they've had a chance to get that rebound in front of that, just unable to click. And if the rebound's gone, it's because of those big pads of Keating steering those shots aside.
Sweet Apple, who I've also been impressed with. She's had a really good weekend on the back end for Ridley. One of the better skaters for sure. She couldn't keep that puck in though. She'll head to the bench, and Ridley has to reset here, and that'll pretty much do it for the power play. We're back to even strength. 7:30 to go. Score remains 4-2 in favor of Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay's doing a great job holding on to the lead. And now we'll look to see them get more time in the Tigers zone here in the next 7:20.
It's sent in deep, it's chipped up, kept in, it's played down low again, behind the Ridley net. Left side for Willette. Karina Willette into the middle of the ice for Rachel Wing, number 16. Wing shoots, blocked it, and she took a bit of a glove to the face there after taking that shot. That's going to draw a penalty as well here, Theo, as Thunder Bay touches up.
Yeah, that was a bit unnecessary, I think. A little bit high of a hit. Yeah. Roughing call will be made as Coffey gets sent off. Wing was making that shot, and as the shot was gone, just a little too high hit to the head. Might even be a 4-minute. We'll see what puts on the board here, because it's just a 2-minute penalty actually against Coffey. So lucky enough, just 2 for the Thunder Bay player.
Yeah, so face off to the left of Reese Keating. We Fulham in there to take the draw. And it's a scrambled face-off, and now it is cleared to the line, but not out. Good play by Giles to keep it in. Sent towards the net, deflected in front, save made by Keating. Rebound followed up by Brooklyn Clark, and that went wide. So again, the Tigers ratcheting up the pressure here on the power play. This is Fulham. Fulham, puck rolling, and Fulham's able to keep it alive. Fulham still with it. The puck on a string. Fulham gets her own rebound there after trying to pass. Still no shot though. Fulham has it again. Fulham's finally to the line for Giles. Giles back for Fulham. Fulham, one move on her backhand, centered out front, open net. Here's a spin around shot, and flashing the glove there was Reese Keating. It's been an excellent goaltending display here from number 35 in net for Thunder Bay in the third period.
That pass came right through the slot. A little bit of a turnaround gave Keating an extra second to get reset, and that was the key to that. She was able to get reset, re-squared to the shooter. Big glove save. Bailing her out yet again here. 3 shots thus far on this power play, 1:22 left.
Welke off that draw for Ridley as the Tigers will set up again. Here's a shot from the line, and good play by Paddington to get her stick in the way of that slap shot attempt from Elliott. It's sent down low. Penner trying to get that across. That went off a stick and went up in the air. Over there on the left point though to gather it in is Elliott. Elliott lost it, and again the Queens able to relieve the pressure here and get the puck back out to center ice, but quickly back come the Tigers. This is Welke on her forehand. Welke looking for a passing option in front, finds one. Another save is made by Reese Keating. Boy, a point-blank opportunity there for Emma Penner, and she was stopped again.
Again, being square to that shooter is vital for that save to be made. I don't know if it was meant to go through the first skater, but it's definitely at Welke's stick. And so a good shot off, and then the rebound to the side again by Reese Keating.
Sweet Apple will gain the blue line and drop it, sent towards the net. That hit a skate. Now onto the stick of Brooklyn Clark. Clark's bodied off the puck and sending it off the boards, but not out is Fortin. Now it will get out. It hopped over the stick of Sweet Apple, and Elliott will go back to retrieve it. Elliott fanned on that first pass. She'll get it up to the far blue line, but that's it. Sent right back in there by Matson. Now it's played back near the Tigers blue line for Giles. Amelia Giles, who's had a good game here today as well, leads that rush. Abby Grexton fell, but got the puck to Clark, who took the shot. That was blocked away by Keating again. 30-27 are the shots now in favor of Ridley, so they've really peppered Reese Keating here in this third period. Fortin finds that puck, and she'll play it up the boards. And it's now back at the Ridley College blue line. Giles sends it in deep. It'll dribble harmlessly in on Keating, and Keating urged to play it, and she will play it out as there was no attackers in the area, and they'll keep play going here. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. 4-2. Thunder Bay leads. We'll have one more game today for you. Ottawa versus Pacific at 3 o'clock here on Amateur Sports TV. Welke with a puck on the string again. Welke, what a play, what a save again as she found Emma Penner back door, and Keating kicked out that left pad. They can't beat her right now, Theo.
It's like a brick wall. I mean, it's absolutely amazing how she's able to use her vision to find the pass, loose puck, right pad in the right place. Simply spectacular in the last 20 minutes.
And these aren't just shots from anywhere. These are good offensive passing plays that could be open nets for all intents and purposes. That like, just highlight reel save after highlight reel save.
You know, you could do a tutorial on vision in the crease right now, starring Reese Keating, because the fact that she's moving so well between the posts, the right pad at the right place, the glove hand, squaring to the shot, taking her time, her composure is so amazing right now. Not overthinking things, just getting in front of it and making the save.
Face-off is won by Thunder Bay as time ticks down, 3:20 to go in the third. Ridley zone, it's finally played out. 2-on-1 here for the Tigers if they hurry. This is Russell, number 18. Russell from a sharp angle again. That glove save is made by Reese Keating. It's chipped back out all the way down. Fulham, as we have the goalie out, Theo, so an aggressive play. We talked about this earlier, down 2 goals with about 3 minutes left. Ridley has the goalie out for the extra attacker.
They need 2 to get back into this game to tie it up, and they think that the time is getting smaller and smaller for them.
Fulham stripped to the puck there neatly by Brennan Nickel, but following up there was Grexton. Grexton with speed. That play's just onside as Grexton lost it. Sent towards the net. Again, Keating stands her ground. See if the Tigers can get set up here. 6-on-5. It's played to the line. Sweet Apple couldn't find it as it went off the skate there. A Thunder Bay forward, and Sweet Apple will have to reset. Oh, quickly up ahead for Louisa Welke, shooting, looking blocker side. Save is made again by Keating. Welke follows up. Welke trying to get it back to the line. It'll come now loose for Fulham. Fulham back to Welke, and couldn't quite hold it onside. That is going to be offside, Theo. We had a good view of that one. Just came outside the blue line. And we'll see if we get a timeout here with 2:02 to go.
2:02 left. It looks like we will get a face-off here on this side.
Thought maybe one of the teams would call a timeout here with it.
We are seeing a timeout by the Thunder Bay team here. Again, that puck got out for a couple of inches, but what can't you say about the play of Reese Keating thus far? And I mean, the Ridley Tigers, they kind of got off their game plan at the late part of that first period, and they just haven't been able to find it. And they're trying desperately to break this 4-2 deadlock in the next 2 minutes. If they can't, just the kudos have to go out to Thunder Bay, keeping the play to the perimeter but that really hasn't been the case. What they've been doing is they've been allowing the shots, they've been allowing the rebounds, but they're Johnny on the spot, first to that loose puck, to make sure that it's not a second or a third chance opportunity. Those are getting cleared away. So they're letting their goaltender see the first shot. If she's able to maintain and hold the rebound, great. But if there is a rebound, it's being cleared away as quick as humanly possible.
We're just about set to get back underway here. Yeah, Reese Keating, I think for our money, barring some drastic turn of events in the last 2 minutes, is probably our first star of the game. Sensational performance from her in the net for Thunder Bay. 35 shots on the board here, unofficially, but that's 33 saves for Reese Keating in the net for the Queens. Falling there was Grexton. Couldn't work the puck in deep, 2-on-1 back the other way with an open net. And that was Paddington trying to hit the open net, but it was blocked by Sweet Apple. Sweet Apple gathers it in. Long stretch pass there. A glove goes flying in the air. Following up is Fulham. Fulham on her backhand. Oh, hit the goalpost. Fulham was looking far side, made the move to her forehand. I think that one caught the post.
It caught the post. It was so loud I could have used it for an alarm clock this morning.
It was so loud I thought maybe a stick hit the post, but it was the puck. So
it dinged it good.
Fulham a great rush. And again, I guess you got to be good to be lucky to be good, right?
Well, that was a great stretch pass because it was a stop pass on closer to the blue line, and having that player release on the far wall had a lot more speed than the defenseman. She's going to go in there on her backhand, a forehand, stretch it, but Keating was right there. Sometimes the goalie will say, "I hit the post, that's the only thing I left in the shootout."
Face off to the left of Keating. See if the Tigers can generate a couple more chances here to try to get back in this game late. It's played to the line and just out as it went off the stick of Clark. Clark gets it back at the red line. She'll send it ahead for Willette. Willette's poke check, and again the Tigers have to reset. Nickel trying to work that puck out. Nickel, a great game. Well, we said first star for Keating. Well, Brennan Nickel would probably have something to say about that as well with her 3 goals here this afternoon. Back in comes Welke for Ridley. She's stripped of the puck at the last second, and the puck makes its way back out into neutral ice. Penner quickly up ahead for Welke. That pass missed her, but they're going to wave off icing. Back on it there are the Queens trying to work this puck out. It gets to the line and hops over the stick there of Avery Penner. Back in deep again. On it first is Coffey for Thunder Bay. She'll send it around. Off a skate there. It'll ricochet into the middle of the ice and then sent all the way down at the empty net. That'll just miss wide. No touch icing means the whistle goes quickly. So 21.2 seconds to go here, Theo. Urgency time here for the Tigers.
Urgency time is an understatement. You just got to get a quick goal off the face-off and then get that second face-off at center ice down deep as quick as possible. 35 shots to 27. I think it's 35 shots for the Ridley team because they are just peppering, trying to find any way, shape, or form to get one by, but it's not working.
It's held in just barely there by Barrington. Good play by her to keep the play alive. Fulham trying to work that puck back to her forehand. It rolled off her stick. It's held in though. Sent towards the net by Giles and now backhanded out. Oh, just held on side again by Barrington. Barrington's shot was blocked. Fulham follows up, shoots. That was blocked again off the stick of a Thunder Bay defender. And that will do it as you hear the cheers here. Thunder Bay holds on for a 4-2 win off the strength of their goaltender Reese Keating and 3 goals from Brennan Nickel. 4-2 the final.
Huge job by the goaltender, Brennan Nickel, the captain. As much as we like both to play those players, we have to also address the fact that that game wouldn't have stayed 4-2 without the Thunder Bay players getting bodies and sticks in open lanes. They really took care of those passes, deflecting the passes, and making sure that there weren't any clear passes towards the net. So well done by the Thunder Bay team, and a great job by Ridley coming back in that third period, throwing everything they can at the net.
So still to come today, Ottawa versus Pacific at 3 o'clock. And thanks again to our Super 8 West game sponsor, Super 8 West sponsored the game today. We'll be back in a few minutes with some post-game interviews on Amateur Sports TV.
Brennan Nickel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are with Captain Brennan Nickel, who was on the good side of a 4-2 victory against the Ridley College Tigers. Brennan, how did you like today's game?
It was a good game, good team effort. You know, everyone showed up, and our goalie stood on her head, so that's what.
On her head? I thought it was a brick wall.
Yeah, she was.
Pick which one you want, right?
Yeah, either or. She played awesome, so everyone played awesome. So
it was a great comeback compared to last night's game you played as well, losing 6-5. But you come into today's barn, great job on the offense. 3 goals for yourself. What happened on the 4th one?
I should have deked. I shot.
Should have deked and you should have shot. Okay.
Yeah.
It was the high blocker. You had a couple of goals up there already.
Yeah.
Tell me what's the most important part of your game that helps with this team and what you lead with the most?
I think this team is just 15 workhorses in there. You know, everyone comes and works hard, and that's why we're doing good so far.
You have such a group of players that are as young as 14 and aging out this year. Does that prove a bit of a problem, or does that just help with the fact that the team is going to keep rolling and getting stronger and stronger every year?
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that was going to be a problem for us, but you know, like these young girls are coming in here and playing. You know, it doesn't matter if you're first year or third year. Everyone's working hard and playing their role. So
that's pretty impressive. Now let's talk about some of the other places you've been able to visit this year. Where's been your favorite place to visit, considering you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba right now?
We went to Blaine and we came here twice, so I guess it's got to be Winnipeg.
Got to be Winnipeg. There we go.
Yeah.
One more game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Busy weekends. Do you like the busy weekends and all the games you get to play?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at this. What's the one event or what's the one activity you as a team like to do to build your team chemistry off the ice?
I think we just try to hang out and be together. You know, we're all like want to be together, right? Like if we're a team, we're together that much. So just being together all the time.
We understand you had a bit of an equipment issue between the second and the third.
Yeah.
What was it like skating on one blade that's a little bit bigger than the other?
I actually got a different pair of skates.
Oh, your brand new pair of skates?
Yeah.
Okay, so we cleared that problem totally.
Yeah.
Brenna had a bit of a skate issue where one of the seals got cut in half. So well done. 3 goals on this afternoon's game. We'll see her tomorrow morning. Again, early morning, 8 a.m. game. Brenna, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Theo here with Amateur Sports TV, your source for amateur sports.
Thank you.